Testing, connect streaming software to go live. I am confused about how this is going. Studio.
I am confused about how this.
Oh, apparently this is showing as live on YouTube. I tried changing some settings. Okay, so long story short, I thought I had it set up to go live from the YouTube website. Apparently I did not. I had to go live through, like, what is it, like Streamlabs desktop? And so I'm trying to make sure that my settings are still correct, because I had like a description set up and stuff. Edit. Show more. No, I got rid of all my tags. I need to go fix this real quick. Colonel. Okay, let me fix my tags. Colonel Sanders. I love you, Colonel Sanders. I think you're looking good. Dating simulator. Okay, comments are correct. Recording date is today. English, none. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm updating my tags on this really quick. Before I start, okay. Fine. Dating simulator. Gaming, live stream. Okay, I don't want automatic places. No paid promotion. No, it's not paid places like that. See. Sorry, I went ahead and was fixing the settings on the YouTube app. Sorry, not app, the website. Okay, now I'm in Streamlab. Okay, I have Streamlabs open. It has an option to see like the top chat over here. Apparently I have 1 viewers. I'm not sure how that works. I think I've streamed to Twitch before, but I don't think I've ever streamed to YouTube before, because it had something where it's like I had to request stream keys like 24 hours before I even streamed here to begin with, so that made it much more convenient to just stream on Twitch or whatever. Okay, so, and okay, I think I'm ready to start now. Hi, I'm Morgan, and today I will be streaming for you I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. This was quite popular on Steam when it first came out, and it's just so much fun. I have played the entire game before, but not on, I don't think on this computer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a full new game. I'm just gonna play this because I just think it's fun. Okay. Okay, confirm. Oh my gosh, and it's got like biscuits and fried chicken. It's like the load screen. I hope that this works okay, because my computer is sometimes slow on games that are really graphic intense. So I hope that the stream doesn't slow it down too much. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now! No! Your first day of culinary school! It's no time to sleep in! No! I'm not gonna throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. I'm going to smack that clock! Up and at 'em! Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll allow yourself to daydream about thinking about the future. No, I need to take this seriously. Morgan, I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth equals brushed, hair equals combed, pits equals deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head out. I love the sound effect. It's got like steam going off the biscuit. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Miriam. Good morning, Morgan. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Morgan, actually, I'm Miriam. Because I sure am excited. A little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. Morgan, what the? Miriam, it's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by Master Chef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standard. Morgan, ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Miriam. But with the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? I'm going to pep talk my best friend. Morgan, remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? Miriam, the lady with the mask who gave me nightmares. I've been trying to forget. Morgan, I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Miriam, I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Morgan, and I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating. You'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. Miriam, you know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I mean, technically, I've also done my own, so sometimes they turn out great, sometimes they don't. Morgan, I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Miriam, hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Oh my gosh, I love how her name is spelled. It's Aeshleigh. Like, this is like one of those early 2000s spellings that people would use when they had to have unique usernames. Morgan, hello, Ashley. Ashley, oh, I didn't see you then. Chicken shins. Miriam, you leave Morgan shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Miriam, if anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. Morgan, we're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van. Oh my gosh, I forgot to have this like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure-esque name. Okay. Van the Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Ashley. Van, you ring. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Morgan, I can't believe that the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. Ashley, I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now? Van, or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateur cooks can learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Morgan, let's go, Miriam. Miriam, psh, you later, loser! As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Pop. Oopsie! I think it's broken! You reach forward and easily pull the door open. Morgan, that should do the trick? Pop. I love you! Morgan, I think you mean thank you? Pop. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at this school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down? Morgan. Hi, Pop. I'm Morgan, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Pop? Nope. And what's this? Like, he's like this ghost thing coming out of his mouth. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Miriam, is it just me, or is he kind of cute? Morgan, I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him to the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking peach takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable! Sprinkles. Now, quiet down, everyone! Morgan, who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? Miriam, you must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS, AL exclamation point. Sprinkles, please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, I said like they're cherry blossoms. Oh my gosh, I love this. I miss this game, it's so wild. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as the swirl of cherry blossom petals fills the air inside the classroom. Pop, I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then... he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Miriam. It's him. It's Sprinkles. That isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Harland, please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Ashley, and this over here must be sweaty, sweats a lot. Van, maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Miriam, hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. Morgan, you two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Miriam, besides, when Morgan sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Sprinkles, welcome to University of Cookie School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle! You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Student. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss Sprinkles. Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Student, don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Student, does no one remember me? I'm Sprinkles. You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable! Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class burst into laughter. Oh, cool, Sprinkles. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. That's a good point. That's a good point. I am waiting to see, to hear back on how bad my vitamin levels are right now. So, yeah, that speaks to me. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and batter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? A beef treat? A rubber ball? Or a chicken snack? Obviously, it's based off of Colonel Sanders, so a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm gonna go with chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite? Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm, talking gruel. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but paid no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Sprinkles, settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Miriam! Hey, Morgan! There's still a seat here! Colonel Sanders. It seems no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. 2 good options, but which one to choose? Well, that's tough. I could sit by my best friend, who clearly is my best friend, or I could sit by Colonel Sanders, who's a hot, hunky, chicken mascot. I don't know. I might check the chat real quick to see. Okay. Oh, hi, Joseph. Who needs coffee at 4:22 a.m. when we have this to listen to? LOL. It's great. Rubber ball. Oh, sorry. I haven't been checking the chat too closely. Sorry. I think I might have a slight delay on the chat, just FYI. And I guess I want to sit by Colonel Sanders. So you move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought notebooks, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. Colonel Sanders, I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. I love his pose. He's so dramatic, what is it, the Hamlet to be or not to be speech, where whatever the one where someone's referring to works full. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. Well, this entire game is a little bit off topic, so it is fine. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Sprinkles, think fast! It's time for a pop quiz! Pop, yay! A quiz about me! Sprinkles, this incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. not math. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you. Why am I being mean to Pop? Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Sprinkles. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... What? What is with some of these questions? Feather? What? I don't think it's night vision goggles. Slam dunk. Just gonna go with feather. That's right. What is... Oh my gosh. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork? I want chopsticks to be an option. I prefer chopsticks, but a spork. That's right. Oh. What food is best for a broken heart? I don't think it's camel meat. I don't think it's a pancake that looks like a silly face. I think it's anything, as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right. Sprinkles. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Not no. Yes, might be, but I think he's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right. Your total score is perfect score. 5 out of 5. Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Colonel Sanders, I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. That's sweet. Everyone likes okay, secret to life, women like being complimented on our brains, on our intelligence, and being called beautiful. Like, do both. Just do both. You managed to do both. Hot diggity, Morgan. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Sprinkles, may I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Oh my gosh, I love how lunch is just like an important announcement.
Oh, the Stewart Cafeteria, established 2015.
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. I love the color scheme, like the rosiness and then the light greens. It reminds me of like spring. It's got a very refreshing air to it, or aesthetic. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Miriam, you smell that? That must be your lunch. It smells crazy good. Student, everyone, can I have your attention? Pop, is it about lunch? Student, no, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Colonel Sanders, howdy folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Student, hey, I was... Colonel Sanders, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Woohoo! Yay! Huzzah! Student, but Miriam, shh. Pop, lunch. Morgan, she said, shh. Colonel Sanders, in honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Miriam, that must be the smell I smelled. Colonel Sanders, indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm, safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. Colonel Sanders, for years I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. Colonel Sanders, but that's all I'll say about that. Van. What? You think I want your stupid secret recipe, Jude? Sure! Nah, my Jude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Ashley, yeah, and it was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman would fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants them all to herself. Oh my gosh, look at her body like the way that they have her pose too. With like her leg just up in the air, her hands. They make her look innocent, yet the color scheme that she has, she still looks menacing because it's like, I guess it's like the eyeliner, the heavy eyeliner and the purple and red colors. She looks so vampirical to me at the same time. So, Van. Please. Colonel Sanders. Well, Van the Man, if you don't want any. Morgan. Okay, kiss. Van. Well, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Colonel Sanders, easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Oh my gosh, I love the colors. Like, they just transport us into outer space, and it kind of looks like an eye. It's like a very universal, abstract feeling. I love it. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Just focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor, or savor the moment, and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary art, or swim towards the light. Well, this one's tough. This one is tough. I think I'm going to savor the moment, and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary art. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Sorry, my nose is stuffy-ish. I'm going to try it. Sorry. My apologies. Okay, you approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Morgan, Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Colonel Sanders, anything for a fellow chef. Morgan, what exactly was on that chicken? Colonel Sanders, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Morgan, it's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. Colonel Sanders, what's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. Morgan, You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aw.
Colonel Sanders, you've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone. And then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use something that's like, spoiler alerted out. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Unknown ingredient! Wow! You'd never have guessed that! In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Colonel Sanders, oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. Colonel Sanders, I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time. You figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Make him to show your own strength? No! Wow him with a big idea. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Let him just get to be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. Well, Colonel Sanders, I appreciate the compliment, Morgan. Morgan, I'm sure you'll be a big success. Colonel Sanders, I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Oh, he loves me! That's so sweet! Colonel Sanders, we should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Miriam, look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff? What if I totally blow it? Morgan, you're not going to blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Sprinkles, welcome students to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair up. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Poor Miriam, look at her little sad tears. I feel sad. Me. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two? That is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Oh my gosh, my character sounds so awkward. Wanna be my partner?
Aw.
Colonel Sanders, sure, Morgan. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Oh, this is between... I can't remember who I chose for her the last time I played this game. Pop. Hello, new partner. Clink. Beep boop. Bzzz. Miriam. Oh my. Two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It's like, do I want to choose the character who looks like they could be a child, or the character who looks like they're a robot? Because I'm pretty sure this is who I'm shipping her with, so... It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you ask to be Miriam's partner? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. This partner is the very best one for Miriam. Guess I'll choose Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. Oh, Pop, it's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
Miriam, hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clink might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Clink. Miriam. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clink judders, and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Morgan, looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Sprinkles. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? I'm not... Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. No, that's... Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind? I think I'm gonna... This one seems like the one that... The one that the game would suggest is the right one. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Morgan. Oh, see, he had the little hearts all around him. That means I think it's probably the right choice. Morgan, I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? Colonel Sanders. And gravy. Morgan, I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Morgan, I'll go get the potatoes. Colonel Sanders, no, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Ashley, looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Look at her thigh highs. She has like these chicken cutouts on them. Morgan, we're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Ashley, Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off of my man. Man, did someone call for me? Wait, what? Oh, that's right, it's man. Ashley, no, please, this is her man. Well, I'm over here crushing Morgan's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returned. Oh my gosh, look at how her costume was completely changed. Colonel Sanders returned. Arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water. Turns his attention to one-year-old Rex. Oh, howdy there, Ashley and Batman. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Morgan was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I love how it uses the pronoun them because it doesn't have you change the gender at the start of the game. So I love how they witness something that's very neutral and can work regardless of if the player character is a girl or a boy or something else. So, man, I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about this. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Ashley, don't be rude, Dan. Personally, I have no doubt whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to completely worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Oh my gosh, her wings. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we have complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She is coming for Colonel if you just watch out. Ashley's really going to move on. You need to ask that before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, come to Tonks in your time of need, or turn to Miriam, your forever best friend and always have that. Oh, hi, good morning, Christy. I think I'm gonna go with Colonel Sanders. I would promise in my time of need. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine. Not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect that format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? Colonel Sanders, a businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Morgan as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for it. Neither of you has Morgan's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy steps. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking up. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes and saved. You've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mash. With plenty of butter and sweet flavor, it's as if your natural passion guided you through this recipe so well, while your attention is elsewhere. Look at her face! She looks like horrified, like, no, this isn't what I want. Colonel Sanders, I know just what to do! Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful, white, morsel of gravy, out of which pours a smooth, bursting gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. I love the music. It sounds so soothing. Like it's meant to be like an otherworldly aura that comforting at the same time. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Rennie would be very proud. Aww. I love how he's just there holding his glasses doing like a little... Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. Colonel Sanders, if you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. Oh my gosh, the music just shifted again. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. I love how it's like, even though she's like your frenemy, you still admit that she's beautiful. Ashley, Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the delicious potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Sprinkles, hold on right there, Morgan. They do not waste food in this real cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Top, mashed potato soup? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Van, mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. Just a few minutes. I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on battle-axe scorched with my supreme chef. Forged by my supreme chef ancestors. The music here really takes place up top. Like it's a big, hearty battle-axe. He's sipping octopus on it. Like, man is just such a... He has so much commitment to this character. Students, you've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first fight, and you will all look on with envy. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Okay. It is I who will have the first fight. You will all look on with envy. Oh no. The interrupting student rushes at Van. Swipes the bite of his seducer dish right off the plate. Don't! Something about this dish
just doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus could run, and I'd have turned in the process. Results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. Man, I think I want something in the oven. I don't know. Morgan. Thank you, man! Oh my gosh, the ghost! I love this. Like the sheep ghost, I love it. Sprinkles, everyone step back. Don't take another bite! Oh no. Pop ate it too! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being smirked up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain to destiny. Dennis almost immediately back to his oblivious self. So maybe there's a reason Pop is at this school. He seems to be resistant to octopus poison. Huh. Oopsie! Taste that poison! Okay, maybe Dan actually, like, him talking about leaving a will earlier, was that, like, foreshadowing to the fact that he accidentally poisoned someone later? The entire class was gathered to watch Pop's final. Shock was frozen the whole crowd. They were as motionless as statues. And then it just goes from that to the bell ringing. I forgot just how, like, this game is just such a roller coaster. The glass bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Sprinkles. I'm not sure the professor's here. Look at Sprinkles' eyes. They just went all white. Like, no pupils or irises or anything. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. Colonel Sanders, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. Ghost of student, what? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. So pretty. Like, the way that they did the art in this game is just so beautiful. I love how it looks slightly, like, it's on one hand quite realistic, but on the other hand it's very, like, watercolory or paint strokey. It looks very artistic. It has a softness to it. I love, like, the way the tree is portrayed, like all the little blotches. It's very, like, impression-y. It's just so beautiful. I think it adds so much to the atmosphere. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. I like how, like, the way that they chose to use, like, the blue lights in the background. I feel like it's a good choice. Like, I don't know how, but it makes it feel more, like, romantic-ish or soft. It's very ethereal, ephemeral maybe. I don't know. It's a mystical vibe. It reminds me of, like, a waterfall in Hotel. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them, Colonel Sanders. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Morgan? There's something I need to tell you.
Aha!
Oh my gosh, I love how it just appears there. And he's still holding his comb into his hair. Like, that's just his default pose. It reminds me so much of JoJo, like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure people. Van, hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. Van, you see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. Have we considered the fact that if he's the greatest chef, why did he kill someone? Like, why did he poison the other student there? Colonel Sanders, we should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Love how they make him have like this deep, poetic, like Shakespearean pose and say all this insightful, inspiring stuff. Man, no, you shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Morgan, are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? Van, you can't prove that. Colonel Sanders, I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? We never learned it. Like, we don't care about this poor guy's name. Somewhere in the distance, you heard a long, sad sigh. Van, forget him. We're talking about me. I'm the hero. What the heck? Sport monster. The sport monster is here to fight the hero. Van. But it's such a good video game. I love it. So the dating simulator has like video game elements. I love it. I think I left the fridge door open. Waiter! Colonel Sanders, how dare you threaten me? Just as I was letting down my guard, connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Spoke monster, be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I am a monster. See? Morgan, is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just like a coincidence? Before you can discuss the tactics further, it's a turn-based fighting sequence. What will you do? The comments real quick. I want someone saying I want KFC now. I love KFC chicken. I think they're mashed potatoes. All about the mac and cheese. The game music is too loud. Oh, sorry. Let me go check sound mixer options and turn I will turn the game down to like 50 or so, 50%. Thank you for letting me know about the game music issue. I turned it down to 50%. Hopefully that will be a little bit better. My apologies. What will I do? I will attack! You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? I guess I will cook with love because it's the only option. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Attack! You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love again? Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by the attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. What? This is bad? They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Like how I don't have to deal with like items or like health bar or anything. Attack? I'm just gonna keep doing this, I guess. You decide to go on the attack. I'm gonna cook with love again, I guess. Cook with love does 1 damage. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before this fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once more. Spork Monster uses utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. You take much more damage. You're not going to survive the battle. It's gonna keep attacking. Again! Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce on the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Colonel Sanders, vile villain! Your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy Oh my gosh, the power up is 1,000 tickets. That is wild. The energy of 1,000 tickets. Power pinch! That high power pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. Morgan, you saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. I don't want to permit Mercy finish him. I'm gonna spare this wretched beast. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, your wrath. Morgan, be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. This has to be foreshadowing. It's been forever since I've played this game, but there is no way that he doesn't come back tomorrow. Like, he is for sure. He is coming back tomorrow. I'm calling this. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. Spork Monster. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles up. The defeated monster left behind a special item. I love his... He has a chicken staff. It's just awesome. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Huh. Borko the Spork Monster? Colonel Sanders. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle bus, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Wait, did he just take you back to your room? Who's the poster on the wall of? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. I wonder if it's like a boy band or something? The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy! You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Oh, that's so sweet! He's such a sweetie pie. Good night, my Colonel. Oh my gosh, I love how I went back to the eye mystical thing, but also now we have like zzz, like sleepy. I love how they're reusing this background image. It's such a interesting image. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. That's true, dreams are so freaking weird. I don't get dreams very often, but when I do, sometimes they're just, like, very wild. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? I'm gonna check the chat for a second. Morgan, can you headbang? Is that like this? Like, whoa. I'm gonna drink some tea real quick because now I think is a good pause point to like just relax my voice for a tiny bit. My apologies. Okay. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Oh, the wall! I love the chicken on the wall. Is that the? I'm trying to remember if that's the kanji for like Tori, or at least that looks like. That looks kind of, the one on the right side part of it looks like the kanji for chicken or bird, if I remember right, or part of it. Is that 2 kanji put together or 1? Like, it has been quite a while since I took Japanese class, and I only, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I only took it in college, so I only know, like, I know hiragana and katakana, but I only know some kanji. There are a ton of kanji that I do not know how to read. But if I remember right, the word for, like, chicken meat in Japanese was, like, tori-niku, and tori was, like, bird, and niku was meat, so it was bird meat or something. But please feel free to correct me if I am incorrect. It has been a while since I studied the language. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. That sounds good. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Woohoo! It's Miriam! Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Miriam, okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like blank. Morgan. Like him? Like? Miriam, I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Miriam, yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. It was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Wait, I gotta reread this because I'm not sure if I understand this. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. It was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Does she mean, like, the oven? Clank was the convertible? Or was Colonel Sanders' part car? Okay. This makes sense. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. Miriam, you and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? Morgan, well, we definitely connected yesterday. Miriam, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Miriam's being mean to me. Miriam's being mean. She says, laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Yes, we are great. How dare you, Miriam? You're not being a very good best friend right now. You're acting like Ashley. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. ... More dots. So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices! The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. I'm wondering if this might be like a poison spice or something. Like, is this gonna kill someone if she cooks with it? Morgan, please, Miriam, don't tell me. Oh, it could also be something like a controlled substance, in which case she would have gotten arrested at the airport, though. So, like, it cannot be, Miriam. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. Could Miriam just do, like, Did she smuggle something across the border? Like, what the heck? Miriam, what the heck, Miriam? Bad Miriam. That's not a good idea. Like, girl, that's not a good idea. That could have gotten you in serious trouble, Miriam. Miriam, he was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I recognize now that this might be a euphemism for, like, controlled substances. I think the first time I played this, I thought she was referring to, like, poison, like something, like, that would kill someone. Like, I don't know, like hemlock. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Miriam, whatever, anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. I'm just like, Miriam, this sounds like something where this could be someone who is like a smuggler, and that would be very bad. Girl, why are you friends with this person? I'm just, Miriam. You make bad life decisions, girl. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubted it'd be much use to anyone. Miriam, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. I'm not gonna tell you, Miriam, because you were complete and utter meanie pants to me a little bit ago. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Tell her the ingredient Colonel Sanders told you. No, I'm gonna make up a fake one. And then she's gonna cook with it, probably. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... This is like a potion ingredient. Like, I don't know, like a Harry Potter or something. Like, it sounds like something out of, like, a magic thing. It was, I have nude. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Miriam, I have nude. Wow. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. It's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind oh my gosh, dear. I love how it just has like these almost like 3D cherry blossoms. It looks like they're flowing towards me. They did a really good job with the animation here. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. He's riding a horse. He is riding a horse. It's Colonel Sanders. He is arriving at school. Should I stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him? I'm gonna check chat real quick. Oh, Christy, I like this. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy this. I kind of wanted to stream Phasmophobia, but I was too chicken, so I decided to play this instead. What favor did she have to do? What? No, I'm playing this because I was too scared to play Phasmophobia. I wanted to play Phasmophobia with someone else, but that person is busy doing academic stuff right now, so I'm playing this game. I think I'm going to run to him. Let's run to him. I decided the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. I feel like this has... I remember what happens now. Like, this isn't good. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Morgan, oh, Colonel! My Colonel! This would seriously injure someone. If this happened in real life, like, you would probably end up, like, in the ER, because horse kicks are dangerous. Yeah, these big animals, like, if they, like, kick you or, like, whomp on you, like, this is serious. However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. Like, this would, like, honestly, I think that this is something that someone should go to the ER for. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying, if you ever get kicked in the head by a horse, like, you should probably seek medical attention. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ghost of student. Ooh. I can't die. I can't die here. That would, like, screw up the path of the game, wouldn't it? Morgan, I am here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. Like, the worst thing about being dead has to be the ghost of the student. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. Oh my god, just this reminds me of like the Beetlejuice movies, and also there's a musical of it too now, I think. And that name is... We're just ignoring him. We don't like him apparently. But before he can continue, you suddenly awake. Ghost of student. Ah, jeez. And then Miriam shows up. I'm just saying, instead of like going to school again, my character should be going to like the doctor. Why am I just cooking on if I potentially could have a concussion? You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? It just sounds so weird. What the heck? The options are either compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes or lean in for a kiss. He's from, like, if he's supposed... I assume he might be from Kentucky because it's, like, KFC. So I'm just gonna compliment his horse. Because that sounds like something someone from a very rural area would like to hear. Like, technical expertise about something they are also technical expertise knowledgeable about. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who is the... What? And maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who is in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. Morgan, that horse has beautiful shoes. Oh, why do I think, like, why is this my character's idea of a pickup line? This is terrible. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. He had the little heart things. Yes, I knew it. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. That's true. It's like complimenting something well-crafted, complimenting know-how tools of someone's trade, something that they are very passionate about, and showing that you have expertise or knowledge about that is a great way to impress them, in my personal opinion. So that's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And then he just disappears into thin air. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. Again, I stand by, why am I still going to school if I have a head injury? When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes, like, okay. So, disclaimer, I'm not a lawyer. If I understand correctly, recipes are considered facts or something, and oftentimes aren't, like, considered, like, copyrightable or something. So, like, if 2 people happen to use the same recipe, I think that's usually, like, not a big deal. But again, I'm not a lawyer. So, like, counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? Wait, what? This combination of things are, like, counterfeiting recipes, experimenting with restricted ingredients, and then summoning a demon. Like, these are all 3, like, in the same train of thought. Like, this game is fun. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming, Van. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Ashley, why don't you make like a bee and mine your own wax, honey? I love her eyelash. She has, they have matching eyeliner, like literally matching, like they both do the really heavy eyeliner with like the drawn on, like extra lash line things. I can tell them to stop acting immature, which I don't think I will do. I want to act like I'm not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van mutter something that sounds like a bit like a magical spell. Is this the book that the Sportmaster dropped? Okay, I don't want to do spoilers. I feel like I might remember how this goes. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who just like want to learn. Why is that the boy's choice I went with for that? I don't know. No, you've upset them. Ashley. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? Van, I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Ashley, being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. Van, and it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Sounds like how you get the school possessed. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the Spork monster. Okay, I was right. I remember correctly. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Sounds like some sort of summoning magical ritual bad thing. Pop, we're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Clink, beep, beep! This robot thing is just ridiculous. Clink must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! Morgan, you watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Clink, Ashley, who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Clink, these sound effects are just wild to try and do. Van. No, I don't want to read this. I hate your mom jokes. Why? These are like outdated 10 years ago. Van, no. Your mother was a stand mixer. Van jumps to attack Link, and Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. It's this game, why? Ashley. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. I love how she manages to look like a damsel in distress, like she's puffing out her chest, but it's like her eyes just look completely like the way that she's laser focused in with her eye contact. It's just, she looks incredibly menacing. The artist did such amazing work with just like choosing all the visuals for this game. And then her face here, the winginess, yet still, like, she's just lovely. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse. Right? Colonel Sanders, gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I
I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Ashley, maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Sprinkles, students, please take your seats. Sprinkles, I apologize for my late arrival. Wait, wasn't he complaining about, like, you should never be late yesterday? I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. What? I don't even know how to say that word. Colonel Sanders. Down, boy, down! Oh, open! That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sprinkles, sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Sprinkles, which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, what? It was a chicken who first signed their name. I do not think this is historically accurate unless you're just calling one of the founding fathers a chicken, in which case that's very, very British of you. Like, or very unpatriotic of you, etc., etc. Like, what other insults would I use for someone from the Revolutionary period? Also, no offense to anyone British in the chat. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Morgan? Oh, naturally this appears to you to be a sample platter. What item do you want to sample? A dog biscuit? A shimmering pepper or a glass of water? Let me catch up in the chat. Tristu, you're one beautiful narrator. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go with a shimmering pepper. Okay, this is probably gonna take me to another dimension or something screwy. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Oh my gosh, yes. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. The student is back again. Why? Ghost of student. My friend. Ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry. I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. I'm not sure if this is intentional or if I'm just, like, politely telling him I don't want to talk to you ever again. It's fine, I'll work through. I wonder if I'm intentionally, like, trying to shut him up, because I hate this character. To fulfill the prophecy, you must. Oh, thank goodness. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you.
The dog is so angry looking.
That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. Miriam, well, considering the fact that my character may have a concussion, my character had a blow to the head, so if I have memory issues, my character shouldn't even be there. They should be at the doctor. I do not think it's weird that my character would have memory issues in this circumstance. We all make mistakes. I'm sure they'll give you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim.
They're my rivals.
And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today, Van, today's lunch will be prepared. Ashley, be a timed competitive cook-off! The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time. I'm gonna step up and tell them, you're on! A bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. Van, I'm not the fool, you're the fool! Fool! Colonel Sanders. Oh my gosh, I love how he has the hearts when he appears. Colonel Sanders. Good one, Batman. I like your gumption, Morgan. Colonel Sanders, I'll be waiting your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Sprinkles. Now, students. Please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. Sprinkles. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Timer ready? Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, Timer ready! Sprinkles, that's what I'm talking about! How's this school not, shut down for, liability reasons? Because one character has apparently died. One character has a concussion. How are there not any investigations into the safety of the school? Sprinkles, that's what I'm talking about! Morgan. Stand corrected. Colonel Sanders, the hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Ashley, like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? 100 Celsius? That's right, but how would you have even gotten into this hole without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly! Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe, I see. 11? Oh! I thought it was 13, but it didn't have that as an answer, so. That's right. You might not. Oh, I just noticed the pillar has a chicken on it. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Sprinkles, tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. What? I don't even know what any of those. That sounds so up to an individual's opinion. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. A small town where big dreams are born? That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Oh! I don't really know how to do a dog or brew correctly. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling! What? Apparently I got one wrong. I'm sorry. Sizzling, bubbling. I don't know what the correct one was. I'm sorry. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Morgan. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you... Not the horse! Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoons full of gravy? What? You were stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. What do you take? Apparently I'm too busy fantasizing about Colonel Sanders to correctly answer the questions. What a hunk! I love how they give him a big battle stance. I know, right? Sprinkles, you know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Why did I just talk about making wedding bells with Colonel Sanders and then have my character see that out loud? What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Sprinkles, whoop whoop. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time... Oh no. No. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. I don't know what's wrong with stand mixers, but I know that all the other characters are going to be like, no, that's bad. Yikes! Thanks. Miriam, I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Like, Miriam, you might not have any hands, but Morgan does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. I don't know enough about cooking to know this for sure if that's correct or what, but I'm just gonna take her word for it. Colonel Sanders, there's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. No! This is right. You immediately shove your hand. No. You immediately shove your hand into the mixture to rest. You immediately shove your hand into the mixture to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. And then Miriam's response. Morgan, no! Oh god. No, this is just... And you're not fast enough. And your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. I'm also thinking you should go to the doctor. That's really bad. You should go to the doctor for this. Like, why are they still in the competition instead of, being medevaced? Colonel Sanders shakes his head in pain. Colonel Sanders, what you often find is that the easy way can turn out much more difficult. Sprinkles, everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. Morgan, it can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sprinkles. Sweetheart? Look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Okay, the dog is smarter than the person. Ashley. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. Sprinkles, no. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Morgan's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he walks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Ashley, well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. Wait, dogs aren't supposed to eat chocolate, right? It should turn into chocolate to a dog. I was going to ask Morgan to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring a streamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Ashley, Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, You'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. She did really fancy. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? You! As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. I can internalize the rage I feel, or put myself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. I'm gonna check the chat real quick. Aquaman says, damn, he's hot. Yeah. Colonel Sanders, they really went with that look for him. I'm gonna internalize the rage I feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst. This doesn't sound good. My eyes burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy, fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chum and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. Colonel Sanders, I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Keyword, just FYI, a lot of times if a girl says she's fine, like, sometimes it's just a way of placating people. And my character is very clearly not fine, despite saying that they're fine, so... Morgan, I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm that victim failure crier. I'll never be a master chef. I can't tell, am I being like Sundari here, or am I just low confidence right now? Colonel Sanders, failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. You think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then again, I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. Now I'm interested, someone should, Google search to see if these are actually true of the real Colonel Sanders. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. And I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived. For a while, anyhow. Are these, real things that happened to the real Colonel Sanders? I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. It's the Spark Monster! That battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Borko? Spork Monster, it is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a Spork Monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once.
Oh my gosh, this game... Well, no.
I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student, until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook? Like the ones Ashley has?
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Colonel Sanders, it sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Morgan, together I'm sure we can defeat them. Oh, come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
A personal invite? Seriously, my character should be at the doctor's for my burnt up eyebrows, broken hand, and possible concussion. But
you do you, I guess? A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret, just for you? I'm gonna reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decided to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw.
Oh my gosh, I love how, they're just highlighting all of the menu items to try and get people to buy them. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' loop light. This is such a clever game. This must have, whoever greenlit this project idea was just brilliant. This is just brilliant.
Okay, Colonel Sanders, magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. Oh, he looks so, he's got tears in his eyes. He's so emotional. Such an emotional sweetie pie. You could offer anything more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay? baby boy crawls across the room. Sorry, an adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby figure of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt.
Wait, is this... How is he both... Like, he doesn't look that old in the game, so the way that they're having the timeline is confusing.
Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures."
Poor guy.
A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell.
Power tool? A freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of '69.
No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's
Blurred out censored ingredient name.
a lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver.
Wait, so he has actual silver hair. That's interesting.
You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky."
Aww. What's this over here? Oh, I don't want to click the safe yet. It looks kind of like a safe and it looks like a door. I want to click the outside.
You gaze out the window across the vast lake and the mountain range beyond.
No! Not him again!
Just then, the ghost of student pops up.
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I've never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's such a right now.
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with the breeze. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? And it dawns on you.
No, I shouldn't do that.
As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style?
I think I've looked at everything in here.
You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suit. White suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home's where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual, until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Good question! I don't usually lump those out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off?
I'm gonna fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. No. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Morgan?
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. And you're right. We should take things slow.
Aww.
You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! What? Okay, I have to run to the bathroom, so I think I'm going to leave the game on the dream sequence while I be right back. I'll be back in a few minutes, so if you have to BRB, now would be the time to do so as well. Be back shortly! Okay, just a moment. Check Streamlabs. Okay. Testing. Okay, it looks like my mic is still working fine. Okay. I am back and I'm going to continue playing the Colonel Sanders Dating Simulator now. Zzz. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. The ingredient which has been, censored out. In some jurisdictions, censored out ingredient isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here is a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Oh, it's meticulous. I love how they make the food. They draw it to look really appetizing. Like this, it's so well done. It's such a brilliant way to get people to be wanting the food that Kentucky Fried Chicken salads. It is such a brilliant, it's brilliant. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we were the perfect match? How presumptuous. Like cuisines in your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? and take him down a peg or flatter him.
You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window.
This is wonderful.
Thank you, Crispy. Colonel Sanders, with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner, could be talking to you. It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Miriam.
Oh no, Miriam's gonna be wondering where I was all night.
Okay. Miriam, where have you been?
Because I had one heck of a night.
I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I get worried that something had happened to you.
I mean, considering all the things that happened to my character yesterday, that's a valid fear.
It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
Oh my gosh, she's crying.
And now I'm not really sure where he's dead.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him.
Look at her face. Her expression, her squiggly mouth, and giant eyes.
You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Well, sirs.
Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school.
If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways.
Oh no! Oh no, those two?
When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
Aw, he does seem to be a bit oblivious sometimes.
What's this, swirly?
Oh no.
It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. Already on right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too.
Ashley is just a complete... She is... pro. Why don't you put on someone your own size? Good point, man. Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
Ashley, there is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Morgan, suggesting I to pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it.
You clench your fist. Oh, but the injury from yesterday's Mr. Accident makes you wince with pain. Did my character ever go to the doctors to deal with the hand, the head, or the eyebrow burns? I don't think so. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school?
Morgan, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
I too concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her? That's just mean, and I'm jelly. But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. He does not like when I'm reading down. Excuse me, Morgan, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel?
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Morgan. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance, in an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley. You take out the spellbook you received yesterday. You take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Hearing him, "Whoa, that's that book! It looked like bad news." It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Girl, you're in a world where people ride horses to school and there are talking, like, pressure cookers. It would be weird not to believe in magic in this universe.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who spent so much time decorating a magic book but weren't really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. Oh no.
You open to a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page.
I could use the spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. Miriam's right.
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine. It is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No, I'm not casting the forbidden spell. Don't do it after all. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. I wonder who the photo on the wall is of. And it says, okay, that's like 12:20. So is the class starting at like 12:20? He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. No. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. I'm not giving him old homework as a snack. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Oh my gosh, this is intense! Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? I'm sorry, my nose is like stuffy again. My apologies. You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Morgan, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see... Oh dear, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class! You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clink appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clink's language of mechanical noises. No! You want to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. People. And take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all dance as you pedal down the mountain. Have a clip for all I care. The sound beep. Plank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Plank. What? That doesn't look very appetizing. Plank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Plank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud, public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown! Challenge exam! TM. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam? Are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash your tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How can you embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing to her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle upon Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure that there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. It's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year. If it's not Pop or Clink, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. And what if we are best friends, and what if we decide today, you know? Maybe that is an option, who knows? Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Morgan's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders, Morgan, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Morgan, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Colonel Sanders. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. Aww? You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you.
No, if I ignore it, what if it starts, like, to burn? Fess up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing, Colonel Sanders. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Colonel Sanders, not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust, and my nose is telling me something else. Morgan, oh no, is it burning? Colonel Sanders, no, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Oh my gosh, the way that they illustrate this, like, it looks very glowy. Like, the way that the light reflects off of, like, the butter, or a little, like, the yellow stuff. It glimmers, it glistens, it's very reflective and ethereal. Like, it gives a very inviting aesthetic. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. Oh, he has a little tear in his eye. He's still using his chicken staff. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, I love his star hair, and like, how is he even posing with his hand? Like, is that okay, right? Would be like how? Like, that's a weird, unnatural pose. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes for their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe are, in a circle, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. They're calling out really cool special cooking moves. Like, this sounds like something out of like a video game or an anime. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. The Spring Buster Booster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and ride! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? Ashley, it's the singularity, as was foretold. Van, we mustn't let it happen, or the Blind's uprising will take us all. Clank, self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, I'm gonna do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Colonel Sanders, I believe in you, Morgan. Miriam notices too. Aww. Miriam, and I've always believed in you, Morgan, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever! You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Morgan, Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Miriam, tiny food cooking time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Morgan, oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a oh no, she's putting in eye root, isn't she? Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Miriam, it's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up, and where in the world did she get eye of root from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Spork monster. So this is a different one than Borko? It is I, Steve, the Spork monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? Spork monster. We Spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Morgan, I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. Spork Monster, I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Morgan, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind passing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? Spork Monster, I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pop back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Morgan, actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. Spork Monster, I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I'm not gonna give up and drop out of culinary school. I'm gonna summon extra power from deep down within yourself. I can do this! I have what it takes. I came here to win. What? Your hair turns mac and cheesy orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been prepared their entire lives for. Ghost of Student, yes, Morgan, you are the chosen one. Will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My one hand is steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which will be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. So don't worry, dear Morgan. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Colonel Sanders, following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What? Oh, God. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Sprinkles, time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Sprinkles, it seems we're missing some students. Pop, clink! From off-screen, you hear appear an innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Pop, I'm lying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Sprinkles, Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Sprinkles, Pop, get down from there right now! Morgan, let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? Van, when someone asks for a wedgie, you might refuse. Pop, I thought a wedgie was a salad. Sprinkles, it looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. Pop, I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sprinkles, sure. her. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in the UCS, AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep or other onomatopoeia. That word is hard to pronounce, but there's none. Sprinkles. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. Sprinkles, but after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish.
Miriam, I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup.
Sprinkles, my word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl?
Miriam,
Yes, Chef. Sprinkles, please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Miriam, yes, Sprinkles. It's some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. Sorry, my nose is bugging me today. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was... Sorry. My apologies. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. Sprinkles, A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Miriam, thank you, Morgan, for helping me to believe in myself. Sprinkles, Man, you're up. Now, describe your dish. Man, I made uni over smooth egg custard and an Axion urchin shell, topped with caviar. Sprinkles, did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Van, yes, Sprinkles. Sprinkles, a bit much, don't you think? Van, that's exactly why I did it. A bit much, it's kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. Begins to pot it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Van, please be gentle with my cuisine. Sprinkles, grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Sprinkles, yuck! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Oh, no. Get Sprinkles to the hospital. Sprinkles, Morgan, a stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? I wonder if I'm supposed to be sarcastic or if that's serious. Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Van, disqualified for glamour? Sprinkles, don't discount Van, this isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. Sprinkles, I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. Notice that she has the fried chicken on her sock still. Ashley, I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Sprinkles, that actually doesn't sound too bad. Ashley, indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask you that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Morgan, don't eat the food at a cooking school. Ashley, got toast in your ears or something, Morgan. I told you, it's a display piece. Sprinkles, Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Ashley, yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good cooking Good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Sprinkles, ... Actually, I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. Sprinkles, if the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her toothpaste routine up. Ashley, you wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. Ashley, this isn't the last time you've heard of me either. Sprinkles, if this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Sprinkles, two chefs. Morgan, what began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese, Colonel Sanders, has become something else.
Oh my gosh, look at how they... This has to be, like, product... Like, do they sell this? Like... Is this like an advertisement for, like, a new food product or something? Like... I love how they do, like, it's like got cheese dripping over it. It just looks so visually, aesthetically appealing.
He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Sprinkles, just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. Sprinkles, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the glass, even the people who are disqualified. What? Sprinkles, you pass, and you pass, and you'll get a pass. Everyone gathers round and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. They gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl. They admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The Stewart Cafeteria, established 2015. Also, this is the cafeteria, but they changed the lighting and they added some like decor. It just looks like a dance music. A place to dance. Like a school dance. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site for the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. Sprinkles, DJ Dog is in the house! Oh, you know that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh, Ashley is... Not gonna lie, she's cute. She is cute. I love her outfit. She looks good in high-waisted shorts. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. Sprinkles, no ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. Student, I was never actually a ghost. It was a little trick to get you to finally notice me. Sprinkles, oh, amusing. Student, and now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster! He's totally mellowed out! Spork Monster, everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster! Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, Student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. She's wearing like fingerless. I have some like, I guess they're called like wrist warmers, like really similar to that. Okay. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great.
A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! You arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. Morgan, a crown. Sprinkles, welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. Oh, I think I get it. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Morgan, oh, now I get it. Sprinkles, I thought he was like, oh, so he's the dean of the school's kid. I thought he was like Burger King's kid or something. Sprinkles, we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music and the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Clank, now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I'm Clank, and I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? Morgan, what? Miriam, actually I feel like I knew this whole time. Clank, now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Clank, Miriam, will you come with me? Miriam, I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. Clank, I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Colonel Sanders. Howdy, classmates! Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal! Oh, look at it! He's wearing casual clothes for one. But he has like a pen in his t-shirt pocket. Like, this is just, like, I feel like this entire game is supposed to get people to like KFC or something. Colonel Sanders, I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Question mark? Oh my gosh, this is the end? What? Oh good. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Colonel Sanders. Yes, Morgan? Morgan, I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy, carried out by two cunning chefs? Or was it something more? Colonel Sanders, I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this do-si-do? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you. You feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. Colonel Sanders, and though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Morgan, Colonel Sanders, Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life? You gasp, could it be? Is he really saying? Morgan, me and you, together. Colonel Sanders, ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So, what do you say? Partner? Morgan, I say... I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end. If there are multiple endings, I think I got the good one. And then it's like, I guess this is like the credits? Or is this the beginning credits? Is it gonna give me like an end scene? Oh, I think it's just taking me back to the beginning again. Like, this is the intro sequence, I think, when you first start up the game. Oh my god, I love it! It's like so... really inspired by like almost like Japanese animation. Like it's so heavily inspired by it. It's just so beautiful. This is just so good. Like y'all, this was beautiful. I think that is the end of the game. So yeah, that was the end of I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger looking good dating simulator. I had a lot of fun. I might try and do Phasmophobia at some point if I have the person who I want to play it with is actually available for that. But I think I'm calling good on the I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger looking good dating simulator live stream. I had so much fun. This was quite a bit different than what I normally do. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. And I hope that you are having a wonderful daytime.